Crochet Creations, and for today's tutorial I'll be showing you how to crochet this cute little tulip flower keychain. So yeah, this was actually my first time making a tulip keychain or any keychain like this with the stem, to be completely honest with you. And yeah, I think it came out absolutely great. I do believe that I did actually kind of cut the skewer stick a little bit too long. So yeah, in the video I said it should be 10 centimeters long, but I think it should have actually been maybe 8 centimeters. Yeah, it's a little bit too long, but I think this would be great for a backpack. So yeah, let's get started with today's tutorial. This is actually for Mother's Day. Since Mother's Day is around the corner, I thought of doing a cute little tulip flower keychain. So yeah, I think it actually really turned out really super cute. Obviously it's not that neat for my first time, but yeah, I still think it came out absolutely amazing, absolutely beautiful. So yeah, let's get started with the materials, shall we? Okay, so to get started with this tulip flower keychain, these are the materials that we'll be needing. So with the yarn, I'll be using this yarn here. So it is Charity double knit full skein weight yarn. It is 100 grams and it's 100% acrylic. It recommends a 4mm crochet hook, and this is the color Tigerlime. So this is DK weight yarn. Okay, so we'll be using a green, and then you can choose whatever color you want for the actual flower. I chose this fuchsia pink. There's like this kind of like darkish kind of pomegranate almost kind of pink. So this is also 100% acrylic, 100 grams. It is the same kind of yarn and weight and everything. So yeah, you'll just be needing green, and then obviously like your petal or flower color. And then with that, I'll be using a 2mm crochet hook. You'll also be needing a pair of scissors, a tapestry needle, and then you'll also be needing some jewelry pliers, as well as some keychains and jump rings, which I actually forgot to get out. So you'll also be needing a keychain as well as a jump ring. And you'll also need a jump ring. Okay. With that, you'll also be needing a stitch marker. Okay, this is my 3D printed ball of yarn and hook stitch marker. If you're in South Africa, you can purchase this stitch marker off of my website. I also have the ball of yarn and hook keychain over here. It's also 3D printed. It's the same sort of design. So yeah, it's just a little bit bigger. So that's the stitch marker, and that is the keychain. Okay, so you can purchase both of these off my website if you're living in South Africa. So yeah, you'll also be needing a stitch marker like what I previously mentioned. And then you'll also be needing a skewer. So this skewer is about 0.3 or 3 millimeters thick, or 3.5 millimeters thick. So you'll just need a skewer. Yeah, you could use forest wire if you wanted to, but for the purpose of this, I'm just going to be needing using the skewer. You'll also be needing a tape measure. You'll also be needing a tape measure just so that you can measure the length that we'll be needing. So yeah, you'll also be needing a tape measure. And then with that, I'm also using some wire here. This is some thin flexible wire. It's like 1mm wire. It's super thin. So yeah, we'll just be using this for the leaves, just to make the leaves nice and sturdy. And you can also shape the leaves as well, because the wire will be in there. So you can shape them to however you want to. And then I also have some pillow stuffing, just so that we could stuff the top of our tulip flower. And then off to the side, I have my hot glue gun over here as well. So we'll be using the hot glue gun to glue the yarn around the skewer for the stem, and to hot glue the top of the flower to the skewer, if that makes any sense. So we're just going to be using a hot glue gun just to secure everything together. So yeah, those are basically all of the materials that we'll be using. So yeah, that is it for the materials. Let's get started with crocheting this thing, shall we? Okay, so to get started, we're going to start off with the leaves first. So we need to make the leaves first, and then we can get onto making the top of the tulip, and then attaching our skewer and all of that stuff. Okay, so we're going to first start by making our leaves. So in order to do that, we're going to make a slip knot. So in order to make a slip knot, you're going to take your working yarn, you're going to wrap it around your two fingers once, and then the second time you're going to cross over to form an X, and then you're going to insert your crochet from underneath the first loop and pick up the second loop. Then you're going to take your tail end and your working yarn and pull that tight. Yeah. So this is what it should be looking like now, our little slip knot. Yeah, so now we're going to chain 16. So to chain 16, we're going to yarn over and pull that loop through that, pull that yarn through the loop on your hook. So that's 1, 2, 3. So again, you're going to pull your yarn through that loop on your hook. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Okay, so that's what it should be looking like now. Okay, so now what we're going to do is now we're going to work into the back bumps of these chains. So we're going to turn your work over to reveal those back bumps there that you can see there, those back of those chains. And then now we're going to work into the second chain from the hook. So you're going to skip that first chain and then into that second chain from hook, going to insert, and we're going to do a single crochet. So you're going to find that second chain from the hook, you're going to yarn over, pull through, you'll have 2 loops on the hook, and then yarn over, pull through 2 to do a single crochet. Again, you're going to insert your hook into the next back loop, yarn over, pull through, you'll have 2 loops on the hook, and then yarn over, pull through 2 to do another single crochet. And you'll just repeat that around, placing a single crochet into each chain across, and you should have a total of 15 chains by the end of this foundation row. Yeah, so again, you're going to insert, yarn over, pull through, you'll have 2 loops on the hook, and then yarn over, pull through 2 to do your single crochet. Okay, so you can continue placing 1 single crochet into each chain across. Yeah, so now after you've completed your chains, this is what it should be looking like now. Okay, and now you'd want to prepare your wire. So you want to grab your wire. Okay, you don't need as much as I have here. I just bought like a whole roll, or had a whole roll lying around. Okay, so we're gonna cut a length of wire that is about 20 centimeters in length. Okay, so I'm just going to measure roughly 20 centimeters. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just roughly about 20 centimeters. So it's like about here. And then you can just snip that off there. Okay, so now you have a length of wire that is approximately 20 centimeters in length. And now what we are going to do is we are now going to single crochet back into this first stitch, and we're going to work over our tail end there. You're going to insert your hook into the first chain, onto the same chain basically, and so we're going to work over the tail end, but we are also going to work over our wire. So you're going to leave about 3 centimeters extruding out, and then you're just going to yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over, pull through to do your single crochet in there. And then you're going to find your next stitch and do another single crochet in there. Okay, and then and then you're not actually going to do a single crochet into there. You're going to do a half double crochet into that next stitch. So to do a half double crochet, you're going to yarn over, and you're going to continue working over the wire through the whole length of this chain. So you're going to yarn over, go into that next stitch, and you're going to work over the tail end and that wire. You're going to yarn over, pull through, you'll have 3 loops on the hook. Then you're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 of those loops to do a half double crochet. Yeah, and then in the next stitch we're going to do a double crochet. So to do a double crochet, you're going to yarn over, insert into the next stitch, and then yarn over, pull through. You'll have 3 loops on the hook, and then yarn over, pull through 2. You'll have another 2 loops on the hook, and then yarn over, pull through 2 again to do a double crochet. And then we're going to do a treble into the next 6 stitches. So to do a treble, you're going to yarn over twice, insert into that next stitch, yarn over, pull through. You'll have 4 loops on the hook. Then you're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 again, and then yarn over, pull through 2 again. So that's a treble. I'm going to show you that again. You're going to yarn over twice, insert into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through. You'll have 4 loops on the hook. Then you're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2 again. Okay, again you're going to yarn over twice, and then insert into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Yeah, so that's what it should be looking like on the back. You shouldn't be able to see any of the wire. So we're just going to continue working over the wire like we have been. Yeah, so we need to have a total of 6 trebles. So if we count, we've only done 3 trebles, so we need to do another 3. So that's 1. It can be a little bit fiddly with this wire in the way. Okay. Okay, I need to do 1 more treble. Okay, so now after doing the 6 trebles, okay, so now we're going to do 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches. So again, to do a double crochet, you're going to yarn over, insert into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. Then you're going to yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over, pull through 2 to finish off your double crochet. Then again, we're going to do 1 more. We're going to yarn over, so into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through. We'll have 3 loops on the hook. Then you're going to yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, now you should have 3 stitches left. Okay, now we're going to do 1 half double crochet into the next stitch. So again, it's yarn over, insert into that next stitch, yarn over, pull through. You'll have 3 loops on the hook, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 of those loops to do a half double crochet. Okay, so then after you have completed your half double crochet, we are now going to place 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches. So again, a single crochet is insert, yarn over, pull through. You'll have 2 loops on the hook, and then yarn over, pull through 2 again. Okay, so that's 1, go into the next stitch, 2, and then find your first stitch on the opposite side and place a single crochet into there, and then place a single crochet into the next stitch. Yeah. Okay, you want to make sure that you have at least about 3 centimeters on the other side. Okay, So after you've done your 4 single crochets now, you're going to do another half double crochet into the next stitch. Okay, and we're going to do a double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So again, a double crochet is yarn over, turn into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through. You'll have 3 loops on the hook, then yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Again, you're going to yarn over and turn into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through. You'll have 3 loops on the hook, and then yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Yeah, and then again we're going to do 1 treble in the next 6 stitches. So to do a treble, you're going to yarn over twice, insert into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through. You'll have 4 loops on the hook, and then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over, pull through 2 to do a treble. Again, you're going to yarn over twice, insert, yarn over, pull through. You'll have 4 loops on the hook, then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. And you'll just repeat that 4 more times. So that's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and we'll do that last one. Yeah, so I should have a total of 6 trebles. So if we count, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's correct. Okay, then we're going to do 1 double crochet into the next stitch. So again, it's yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through. You'll have 3 loops on your hook. Then you're going to yarn over, pull through 2, and then yarn over, pull through 2 again. And then you're going to do 1 half double crochet into the next stitch. So you're going to yarn over, insert into the next stitch, then you're going to yarn over, pull through. You'll have 3 loops on the hook, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 of those loops. Yeah, so now that's what it should be looking like now. And then we're going to place 1 single crochet into the last stitch, and also into the first stitch that we made. And we're going to work over both of those wires now, just for this last stitch. Can be a little bit tricky towards the end here. And there we go. Okay, and then you can slip stitch into that same stitch that we did the last single crochet. And to slip stitch, you're going to insert, yarn over, pull through, and then pull that loop through that loop on your hook to do a slip stitch. Okay, now you can end off, and you can leave a little bit of a tail. You don't need too much of a tail. A little bit of a tail in there, pull up and through, and then you can snip off this other tail end here if you've worked over it. Okay, so that's what the leaf should be looking like now, and you'll just go ahead and you'll make 2 leaves exactly like this. So yeah, now we have like a cute little tulip little leaf there. Isn't that cute? So yeah, the wire just helps shape the leaf, or the leaves. So yeah, so you can go off and repeat the same steps for the second leaf, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what to do from there. Okay, so now after you've completed both of the leaves, this is what it should be looking like now. So you should see one side is like kind of like the wrong side, and one is the right side. So the right side looks like a lot more neater, and the wrong side looks a lot more like bumpier, and yeah. So so that's both the wrong sides, and then that's the right side, and that's the wrong side, the side. So basically we are going to want to make sure that the right side of the leaves is facing out, if that makes any sense. So the wrong side is facing in, and the right side is facing out, if that makes any sense. It looks something like that. Okay, so those are our 2 leaves, and now we can put these aside after we're done with them. So you can put them aside, and then you can grab your pink yarn or the color that you're using for the actual flower. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make a magic ring. So in order to do a magic ring, you are going to take your working yarn, you're going to wrap it around your 2 fingers once, twice, and then the 3rd time you're going to cross over to form an X. And then you're going to take your hook, you're going to insert underneath those 2 front loops, pick up that 3rd loop, and then you're going to yarn over and basically do a little chain 1 to secure your magic ring. Then you can take your magic ring off of your fingers, and this is what it should be looking like. Okay, so now we're going to place 6 single crochets into the magic ring. So to do a magic ring, to do a single crochet, you're going to insert, yarn over, pull through, you'll have 2 loops on the hook, then you're going to yarn over and pull through 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so now you have 6 single crochets. The way to count is by looking at those V's that you see there. So you should have a total of like 6 V's, if that makes any sense. So like 6 V's. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so now to close up this magic ring, you're going to take your tail end and you're going to pull on your tail end, and you'll see 1 loop gets pulled in. That 1 loop that got pulled in, you're going to pull it down towards you. Okay, so now that got rid of that 1 loop. And now to get rid of this big loop, you're going to take your tail end and pull on your tail end, and you'll see that loop disappear. Okay, and now so after that first round, you should have a total of 6 single crochets after completing that round. So now moving on to the next round, you're going to place an increase into each stitch around. So an increase is basically 2 single crochets into the same stitch. Okay, so that's basically all an increase is just placing 2 single crochets into the same stitch. Then you can get your stitch marker and place your stitch marker into the first stitch of those 2 that you did. Okay, and again you're just going to go into every stitch and you're going to place 2 single crochets into each stitch around, or an increase into each stitch around. And by the end of the second round, your stitch count should have gone up from 6 up to 12 by the end of this round. Okay, so you're just placing 2 single crochets into each stitch around. Okay, now moving on to the third round, you can remove your stitch marker. Okay, you can remove your stitch marker, and then in the first stitch you're going to place 1 single crochet, and then you're going to put your stitch marker back, and then into the next stitch you're going to do an increase, and again an increase is just 2 single crochets in there. Okay, and then again you're going to place 1 single crochet into the next stitch, and then an increase into the following stitch. Okay, and then that is the pattern for the rest of this round, or the repeat for the rest of the round. You're just going to place 1 single crochet into the next stitch, and then an increase into the next stitch, and you'll just repeat that around, placing 1 single crochet into the next stitch and then an increase into the next stitch, and your stitch count should have gone up from 12 up to 18 by the end of the third round. Okay, so now I'm just doing my last increase now. Okay, so again I've come to the end of the third round, and by the end of the third round you should have a total of 18 stitches. So your stitch count should have gone up from 12 up to 18 from the end of the third round. Okay, so you can remove your stitch marker, and now we're going to place 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches. So that's 1, and then you're going to put your stitch marker back, one and 2, and then we can do an increase into the third stitch. Okay, and then you'll just repeat that around, placing one single crochet into the next 2 stitches, so that's 1 and 2, and then an increase into that next stitch. Okay, and you'll just repeat that all the way around, placing one single crochet into the next 2, and then an increase, and your stitch count should have gone up from 18 up to 24 by the end of this round. Okay, so now that's what it should be looking like by the end of the 4th round. So again, you should have a total of 24 stitches by the end of this round. Okay, so now moving on to the next few rounds. So for the next 8 rounds, we are just going to place one single crochet into each stitch around. No increasing and no decreasing, just one single crochet into each stitch around for a total of 8 rounds. Okay. So you can continue placing one single crochet into each stitch around, no increasing and no decreasing, and your stitch count should remain the same as 24 stitches. And I'll meet back up with you when we have completed a total of 8 rounds of no increasing or no decreasing. Okay, so I'll meet back up with you when we have completed a total of 8 rounds, no increasing, or a total of 12 rounds from the beginning round. Okay, so I'll meet back up with you when we are finished with that. Okay, so now I'm back and I have completed all 8 rounds, or a total of 12 rounds from the magic ring. Okay, so now once you have completed all of your rounds, we can now end off. So you can remove your stitch marker. And now we're going to slip stitch into that next stitch. So to slip stitch, you're going to insert, yarn over, pull through, then pull that loop through that loop on your hook to do a slip stitch. Okay, so now this is what it should be looking like now. So we can actually end off. So you can leave quite a bit of a tail for sewing, and so you can end off with leaving a bit of a tail, and you can just pull up and out. Okay, so now what we can do is we can now put our hot glue gun on. Okay, you can get your hot glue gun on, and then you can grab your skewer. So you can grab your skewer, your pliers, and your tape measure. And like I said, you'd want maybe about so you would want about 10 centimeters. Yeah, so you'd want about 10 centimeters for the stem. So I'm going to use the point here to kind of stick it in the crochet work. So I'm going to measure just underneath that point there, and then I'm going to cut where 10 centimeters is. Okay, so I'm going to cut roughly over here. I'm not sure if my pliers will actually cut through this, but we'll see. I don't actually know. I've never actually tried this before, so we'll see. Well, there we go. Okay, I cut it off quite well. Okay, so obviously I'm just gonna have to take a file and just file this down here, just so that it does not have any splinters or anything like that. Yeah, so you can just file it nice and round. Okay, like that's fine. Okay, so now what you want to do is you'd want to insert the skewer into the bottom of the crochet work. Yeah, so you just want to stick the skewer into the bottom. Okay, and then we're just going to put some hot glue right into the center there. Okay, so we're just going to put some hot glue there. And then we're also going to put some hot glue on the other side here. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to let my hot glue gun heat up. Okay, so now my hot glue has heated up, and now I am just going to put hot glue around the skewer here. Okay, I hate it when this hot glue gun strings, but anyway. Okay. Yeah, and then you can just leave the glue to dry. Yeah, so you can perhaps put some hot glue all the way at the bottom of the skewer here. Okay, so you can put some hot glue at the bottom there. Okay, so you would also just want to maybe perhaps put a little bit of glue on the bottom here. Okay, you'll also cover that with the yarn. Okay, so you can just leave that to dry. Okay, so now once all is dry, we can now stuff our little tulips. So you can grab your stuffing and just insert stuffing into the top of the tulip there. Okay, and then once you're happy with how you've stuffed it, you can grab your tapestry needle and thread up your tapestry needle. And now what we're going to do to close this up is we're going to insert our needle into the same stitch that we slip stitched into and then come out. So we're actually going to like squish this closed. So I think maybe I've actually got a bit too much stuffing in here. Okay, but we are actually going to squish this closed. So you want to get all of that stuff inside, squish it closed, and then you just want to whip stitch this closed. Okay, maybe go over a stitch. Okay, and whip stitch this. Okay. And then what we can do is we can now thread our yarn and come out the opposite side there. Okay, then you can come out like that on the opposite side there, if that makes any sense. Okay, so you want to come out there. Yeah. And now you just want to sew this thing closed, so I'm going to come out the opposite side as well and just pull that tight. Okay, so once you've threaded that through, we are now going to stitch over into that next stitch and then come out sort of like that through the center. pull that in, and then again we're going to do it from this side. So you're going to insert your needle into like the center stitch there of this side, and then into the next stitch of that side, and then insert your hook in through the center like that and out the other side to bring it all in together like that. Yeah, and then you can just sew in your tail end, so you can insert your needle into the same stitch you came out of and then out somewhere else. Insert your needle into the same stitch you came out of and out somewhere else. Insert your needle into the same stitch you came out of and out somewhere else. And you just want to repeat this a handful of times until it is sewn in enough. So you just need to really just weave your tail end about 3 or 4 times, and then you're done. Okay, and then once you're happy, you can snip off your tail end, your excess tail end. Okay, so now we can start wrapping the yarn around our stem. So you can grab your glue gun and just add a little bit of glue onto the side here. Okay, you just want a little bit of glue there, and then you can start wrapping. Okay, so you want to try and start wrapping very close to the bottom. Yeah, so yeah, you just want to start wrapping your stem. Okay, I think maybe we can perhaps start adding in leaves. So we can grab one leaf here. Okay, so you can grab one leaf here. Okay, so now I am just going to so now I'm just going to dab a little bit of glue along this edge again. Okay, I'm putting this on with my left hand, and I'm not really good with my left hand, but yeah, I'm trying here. Okay, so now I'm just gonna hold my leaf here. Okay, and then I'm just gonna start wrapping my leaf with my stem here now. Okay. Okay, and then you can maybe add your other leaf, or maybe you'd want to add it a little bit more lower down. Okay, and then I'm going to grab some more hot glue again. Just add a little bit of glue. Okay. And then you just want to grab your other leaf. Okay, and now we're gonna start wrapping. Okay, so this is very, very fiddly. Okay. Okay, this long tail end is actually getting in my way, so I'm just gonna snip it off. Okay, and then I'm just gonna add a little bit more glue to the edge here, or the end, because I'm obviously nearing to the end now, so I need to make sure that this end is secured. Okay, so again, I'm just gonna continue wrapping. Okay, so you just want to continue wrapping and wrapping. And then I'm just gonna add a little dab of glue on the end here. Oops, that's a little bit too much. Okay, and then once you're happy, you can just snip off your yarn. Okay, so there you have it. There is your cute little tulip flower. It's not the best job out there. This is actually the first time that I've done a flower like this, so I just snipped my tail end at the top here. I should have actually done a better, neater job of that. Now shouldn't I have? But yeah, so this is the outcome. So yeah, I think the stem should have actually been a little bit shorter, maybe like 8 centimeters actually. But yeah, so that is what our little tulip flower looks like. So now the last thing that we need to do is just add our keychain and jump ring. Okay, so I've got my keychain and my jump ring here, and now the last thing that we need to do is just insert this in. So I'm just gonna insert the jump ring right through those center stitches over here, like that. And then I'm just gonna place my keychain on there. Okay, I'm just gonna put my keychain on there, and then close up my jump ring. Okay, and there we go. There is our little, it's a little bit big for a keychain. Like I said, I think it should have actually been maybe like 8 centimeters, the skewer stick. But yeah, this was a cute little try out, little test out. I think this would be great on a bag though, like a backpack. Not so much like a handbag, but yeah, I think maybe a backpack would be great. But yeah, this was actually my first time doing something like this. Yeah, I've always wanted to do these crocheted flowers. It's not the best job. I'm sure you could maybe perhaps do a better job than me. But yeah, I tried. So yeah, you could maybe perhaps use a thinner skewer as well, perhaps. But yeah, so that is the flower. Okay guys, so that is it for today's tutorial on how to crochet this cute little tulip flower keychain. Yeah, so as I said, I really think that I made the stem a little bit too long. I think it should have actually been 8 centimeters. But yeah, so it came out really well. I think my first time making a stemmed flower. I think it actually came out really beautiful. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to consider this method going forward, like for other flowers and things that I may want to make as well. Because yeah, I think it actually came out really cute, really sweet. Yeah, I definitely could have done a lot of a neater job with doing the stem. The stem is very untidy, especially like towards the end. Very untidy. But yeah, I hope it's okay. But yeah, like I said, I still think the stem should have been like maybe stopped over there, like maybe 8 centimeters long. But yeah, I still think it came out really cute. You know what would be so cute? If this could be a pin, like a crocheted pin. You know how cute that is? That would be so adorable. But yeah, so that is it for today's tutorial. Let me know what you think in the comments down below about my cute little tulip keychain. Besides the fact that it being too big, let me know what else you think of this cute little tulip keychain. So yeah, I think it came out absolutely amazing. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share, and check out my website guys. Oh my gosh, check out my website. I literally just finished it. It's live now. So I've got 3 patterns on there available at the moment. So the 3 patterns that I have available is for my mini bee keychain. If you guys are subscribed or have been watching my videos, you guys should know my mini bee keychain is very popular, and a lot of you guys requested the pattern. So yeah, the pattern is now available on my website. I'll put the links under the description box below. So yeah, my mini bee keychain is available for purchase on my website, as well as my Minecraft bee keychain that's also available for purchase, the pattern. So yeah, the pattern is also available on my website. And then lastly, my mountain keychain. My mountain keychain is also available. So I have 3 patterns, and this is the 3rd one. So yeah, so it's really super basic, intermediate, not intermediate, it's a very basic, beginner friendly to intermediate crochet pattern. So yeah, you can get this also on my website. So yeah, those are the 3 patterns that are available for now. I do plan on adding more keychains. I'm going to try and push out at least 2 patterns in a month. I'm going to try. I should have already started in May already, but college has been a little bit hectic lately. So yeah, so check out my website guys. I'm so super excited about it. You guys have been asking about the written patterns for my mini bee for so long, so now it's finally available for you guys. So yeah, that is it on how to crochet this cute little tulip flower keychain. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share. Check out my website, and yeah, that is it for me guys. And yeah, and happy crocheting. Bye guys.